Hey everyone, so this video is dances as my fandom pet peeves, and the reason why I'm audio recording this is because I know the video would be seriously long if I had to just put text in it. Also, I know these are my pet peeves, and I'm not trying to point out anyone who's doing this specifically because we all make mistakes. I know I've definitely done at least a couple of these before. Anyways, okay, let's get into the video. So my first fandom pet peeve is hate channels, and the dance I chose to represent that was What Comes Around, because in What Comes Around, Peyton is a bully and Maddie is the victim, but at the end, everyone bands together to support Maddie. So I think that's kind of how our fandom treats hate channels, because they also have horrible motivations, and so I feel like we all try to stick together and band up against them. The next pet peeve I have is channels who hate on themselves. I'm talking more about channels who post things and are kind of like, ugh, this is so bad. At the end of the day, hate is not tolerated in this fandom. And so you can't hate on other people. You shouldn't hate on yourself either, because it's most important to be happy and confident about the stuff that you're making. If we're a fandom, we have to be supportive of everyone, and that starts with yourself. And so the dance I chose to represent this was botched, because in the dance, Bryn kind of represents someone who is not confident about her face. In the dance, she releases the scarf and kind of shows herself to the world as she is. And I think that's what we should do. We should just release the insecurity. We'll support you and your content no matter what you think about it. The next pet peeve I have is rude comments. Now, honestly, I like to respond to rude comments, but I think for a lot of people it's genuinely hurtful. Because when you make content and you show it to the internet, you might not be, but you want to be proud of it. So usually I just like to turn their comments against them. And I always want people to think, when you're making a comment, how would it sound if Abby was saying it to a Dance Moms dancer? Because a lot of the time people say things and they're like, oh, that's not supposed to be offensive. But to someone else it could be really offensive. So when you think of someone like Abby saying it, just think about how other people would feel for you saying that. So the dance I chose was savage, because rude comments, they might think they're savage, but they're not. The next fandom pet peeve I have is people who don't give credit, and the dance I chose for this is Beg, Borrow, Steal. So I know sometimes you might not realize that you're not giving credit, or you just might not have seen videos from other people that you should credit. But I think credit is extremely important in this fandom because we are what we create. Our channels are defined by what we create, and the ideas we create are a large part of that, and so it really doesn't feel good when someone takes your stuff. The next fandom pet peeve I have is hating on the dancers on Dance Moms. The dance I chose for this is Break Me. In the end, they're people, they're on a TV show that was extremely stressful. They've been through a lot of things as well, so I just don't think it's fair to hate on people like that. The next Dance Moms pet peeve I have is self-promo on other people's videos. And the dance I chose for this is Star of the Show, because you really have to question who the star of the show is there. The next pet peeve I have is expecting to have your channel grow instantly, and the dance I chose to represent this is Dream on a Star. So a lot of people, they start out in the fandom watching videos from bigger channels. They might have thousands of subscribers, but it's really, really hard to start out. And it will get easier as you get more confident with your editing and you have more ideas and that kind of thing. Don't feel discouraged, that's all I'm trying to say. You don't have to grow immediately to be a great channel. The next pet peeve I have is stealing other people's content. And the dance I chose for that is the Heist. Now, stealing other people's content, by that I mean is taking someone's roleplay, for example, and then posting part of that as yours. But you shouldn't do that. In the end, you'll be much more respected in this fandom if you can do something that's your own and that's unique and that everyone else can identify you with. So thanks for watching this video. It's a real journey being in this fandom, but in the end, I'm much more glad that you're all here to be in this fandom. And so even if we are guilty of some of these pet peeves, we're still a fandom, and it's great to have you guys. Anyways, have a great day and farewell.